Hello and welcome to Meals with Maria. I am so glad that you're here today. Today we're going to talk about the one thing that I think you can save tons of money by never buying at the grocery store. So sure, there are probably many of these things, but one of them is marinated meat. So you're paying the grocery store to marinate meat for you, and you're going to pay a huge upcharge and a huge price increase just so that they can put some vinegar and some oil and some other delicious items into the bag for you and let it sit overnight. We can do that at home, and you can do that for pennies on the dollar. You can still buy your on sale meats and make things that are steakhouse worthy, that are absolutely delicious, that you didn't even know that you didn't get at the butcher. It's the same meat, guys. And they're using the same meat to make the marinated meat, and they're probably just pouring a bottle of marinade on it. So we can make things at home that are 10 times as delicious and 10 times less the price, or something like that. Still really, really cheap. So I wanna show you 3 amazing marinades today. We're gonna do chicken wings, we're gonna do steak tips, and we are going to do some chicken tenders, and all of them are phenomenal. So I'm excited to show them to you.
This first recipe is for a honey garlic sriracha chicken, and do not be afraid if you do not love spicy food, because this marinade is actually more sweet than spicy. It does have a little bit of a bite, but it's not strong, and it's really more sweet than anything. You want to start off with a 1/4 cup of honey, and I'm just adding mine to a large Ziploc bag, but you could use a bowl or a Tupperware if you prefer, whatever you want to marinate your chicken in. Then you want to add in 2 tablespoons of sriracha sauce. And I'm starting this the morning before I cook my chicken, but you can start actually marinate this for a minimum of 30 minutes. So you can actually get this marinade going 30 minutes before you're ready to cook, and it will still be good. Then you want to add in 5 crushed cloves of garlic, or alternatively, you can use 1 1/4 tablespoons of minced garlic, or you could use a couple teaspoons of garlic powder. Add 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and because I didn't want to wash a tablespoon, I'm using 4 half tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, which is the same as 2. And if you alternatively do not have rice wine vinegar, because it's more of a product that you may not buy often and it costs a little bit more, you can actually sub out apple cider vinegar. I've done that before and it's quite good. 1 1/2 tablespoons of soy sauce works here, or in my case, I'm using coconut aminos, which I happen to have on hand, and I'm trying to kind of use them more often, as I heard they're very good for you. And again, we're going to keep rocking that 1/2 tablespoon and use 1 tablespoon of lime juice. You can use fresh, you can use the little container from the Dollar Tree, whatever you have, that'll work. Just mix that all around and add in your chicken. I'm going to use some chicken tenders today, but you can use boneless, skinless chicken thighs, you can use chicken breast, you can use thin chicken breast, you can use whatever is from your freezer that you need to use up, you can use whatever is on sale. This would also be awesome with chicken wings. So as I said, make sure this marinates in the refrigerator for at least 30 minutes, and then you can either cook it on the grill for 5 minutes on each side, or you can cook it in a hot pan with 2 tablespoons of oil, turning once until the chicken is cooked through and no longer pink in the middle. You want to make sure your skin is crisp and golden brown. It's a long story, but a friend actually grilled these for me and took this video, and they turned out perfect, and they're beautiful and they taste amazing. So make this recipe. Next up, we are making debatably the best grilled chicken wings I have ever had. You want to start off with a 1/2 cup of olive oil, add 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of Dijon mustard, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce or coconut aminos. I personally love to marinate in Ziploc bags. I feel like it gets good coverage on whatever you're marinating. And I do love these like little stand things. So I just want to make sure to put those in the description box down below for you if you also want to get the little stands for your marinades to make your life super easy. Then you want to add in about 2 teaspoons of lemon zest, or alternatively, if you do not have fresh lemon, just go ahead and use a couple teaspoons of lemon juice. I've always found that that's a fine alternative to the zest if you don't have something fresh. Then you're going to want 1 1/2 teaspoons of minced or grated garlic. Also, if you don't have fresh garlic, go ahead and use garlic powder. About a teaspoon should do it. Then I'm chopping up a little bit more than a tablespoon of parsley leaves. We're going to add about a tablespoon to the marinade, and I'm going to set some aside to just sprinkle over the wings once they're done grilling. And you guessed it, you could totally use dried parsley here as well. I had purchased these wings on sale and placed them in the freezer, and then I realized I want to make them today. So I had just defrosted them in the microwave, and now I'm just putting them into this marinade. I'm going to marinate them for about 3 to 5 hours. You do want to get these marinating in the fridge for at least an hour before you grill them, but you can do it quite a bit ahead of time too, and it'll give you even more flavor. I took these over a friend's house to grill for a barbecue, and my grill master Anna here is throwing them on the grill for me. We cooked them for 10 minutes on each side and just turned them occasionally. And wow, they turned out so good. They were like sticky, juicy, delicious, the best wings that I have ever personally made, and they were a hit with everybody. So this is, again, another must-make recipe. Apparently, I love to marinate meat for friends and family because now it is my stepmom's birthday party the next day, and it is time to marinate some steak tips. I was like, I'm going to buy steak tips for this party, but I am not going to spend hundreds of dollars on marinated steak tips. So I bought some, I think on sale for maybe like $6.99 a pound, which it's still a little bit expensive, but way cheaper than the $19.99 that I can get at my local butcher's when I get their steakhouse marinade. So I found an amazing marinade online at dinner at the zoo. And I actually got that grilled chicken wing recipe from there too, so they're really good with the meat marinades on that website. I recommend it. I started with a half a cup of olive oil, and now I'm adding about a quarter cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice. Again, you can use bottled if you don't have fresh. And you can see that I'm using 3 different bags here because we tried and vacuum packed it because like with a food saver, which did work out pretty well, but I couldn't really tell the difference. Like, was it that much better vacuum packing it? So we need to do a little bit more experimenting with that. I'm not necessarily ready to comment on the vacuum pack marinade yet, but it was good. But I don't know if it was any better vacuum packing it than would have been in a Ziploc. Next, I'm adding 1/3 cup of soy sauce or coconut aminos, whichever one you want to use. I'm sensing a theme with the soy sauce and marinades. They are so good with soy sauce because I think that's like that umami flavor. It's delicious. Another key ingredient to a great steak marinade is Worcestershire sauce. So I'm adding 1/4 cup to each. And my husband gets involved in here at some point because I'm looking and I'm like, there's like 3 hands going in and putting stuff in. And I forgot that happened. So next, over this next course of events, you want to add in 2 teaspoons of minced garlic, or you can do a teaspoon of garlic powder, then 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder. And then we just close these up and we put them through the food saver and vacuum packed them and let them marinate overnight. Now, you can just put them in Ziploc bags or in a Tupperware and do the same thing, and I really swear it's going to be a delicious marinade no matter what you do. We just grilled these on our grill for about 10 minutes on each side, but I'll make sure to put some grilling guidelines down below in the description box because it's really going to depend on how you like your steak. You can see Dan's kind of checking here how they're cooked, and they're going to be cooked differently in different areas and different people like it differently, so it's kind of hard for me to say. You could also use a strip steak for this or a ribeye or whatever type of steak that you like. This marinade is amazing and would be good on anything. This was a 10 out of 10 hit, and we absolutely loved it. So any type of steak that you want to get, even like a cheaper cut like London broil, would be delicious. I just want to thank you again for being here today with me. This was such a fun episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I always appreciate all the subscriber comments below. Everyone is so kind, so amazing, and has so many amazing ideas. Make sure to join in on the fun by liking this video, subscribing, and checking out the comments. Make sure to share your favorite marinade recipe down below, and I bet we could get a lot of new ideas going. After you enjoy watching a little Ben here, make sure to click on this next video to watch some summer favorites of ours. They are budget favorites. They are amazing, and I know you will enjoy them.